Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is a special one. Here at MOJO Shop Guitar, we're doing something we ain't never done on this channel before. Guess what is in the box? It is a kit guitar. Is it a kit guitar? I don't know. Is it? Looks like it's made by a... It says Precision on there. Is it? I don't know. Well, let's open up the box and find out. Looks like somebody's already opened it. Yeah, I did. I opened it up ahead of time. Sorry, I had to peek. That was curiosity. What do we have here? Well, it looks like a bunch of bubble wrap, piece of cardboard. Is that all we got in here? Some cardboard. We're going to throw that. Oh, what's that? Is that a body? Guitar body? I guess it is a kit guitar, isn't it? Let's see. I'm going to try to one-hand this thing. Well, what do we have here? We got this little thing. Maybe what's this over here? I think this might be a little easier to reveal. What do we have? Oh, it's a beautiful guitar neck. Look at that. All set to go. Let's look at the back. Looking good. Oh, that's nice wood. All raw. But, ooh, shiny. Real shiny frets on it. The other end looks like. Oh, is this a... I think this might be a sat neck guitar. Let's check it out. We can pull that right out of there. Let's get that body out. Bam! Let's set that right up against there like that. Well, look at that body. That is really looking nice. You know, usually when we're going over a guitar like this, it's all finished and everything like that. But this one, no. And you know, I had to check it out ahead of time. Of course, had to get some looking at it. And one thing I noticed was, I want you guys to see that. Let's see if I can't get some light in there. That is one of the cleanest control cavities I've ever seen. I mean, it is smooth, Jack. And look at the back of this wood. It's got a real nice grain to it. And this belongs to a guy named Lance. He called me up the other day. He says, man, I'm looking for somebody special that can build a guitar for me. And I've built a few guitars in the past, but never built one on the channel, so it's a new one for the channel. But yeah, I've done some really, really bad kits where they look like they just slapped them together. This thing looks like it's a whole different ball of wax. And he's going to want it painted white. But I went ahead and I put the, just for, you know, curiosity, because I'm a curious guy, and I like to know what I'm in for when I get something new like this. And so I fit the neck into the neck pocket there. And I'm telling you, I've never seen a tighter fit. It fit perfect. And the angle was great on it and everything like that. So, you know, I think this is going to be a build where we don't have too many problems. I was told maybe we might have to make the holes a little bit bigger for the pots and stuff like that. But, you know, that's common stuff. But, man, I cannot wait to get this thing. Set neck. We're painting it white. It's going to have black on the headstock. He's got some decals for it. We're going to put a MOJO Shop Guitar truss rod cover on it, I think. We're going to do it, but it's going to be white. Back of the neck's going to be white. Guitar's going to be white. Man, it's going to be great. Well, you guys ready for this? Let's get on this journey. Let's get her done. Let's make a guitar. What do you say? Alright, I told you this was going to be a little bit different video. Here we are over at the bench. And what we have here in this bag as well, a bag full of goodies, baby. I'm telling you. You know, it's really a pleasure. I've been thinking about this. I've had this guitar for about a day now, and I've really been thinking about it, you know, and I like to think things out before I go ahead and do them. Make sure that I'm doing stuff right, I haven't forgotten nothing, you know, blah, blah, blah. Make sure that everything, so that the product is perfect. That's what I'm shooting for. And so it's really a pleasure to be able to work with some new stuff. Because, you know, usually I'm using old parts off there, and I, you know, make the old stuff work. I make it better. But, you know, every guitar that goes out of here is better than it was the day it was brand new. It's in better shape. It's playing better. It's doing the things it's supposed to do. Things it's never done before in a lot of cases. You know, these guitars have gone through their lives with playing bad and sounding bad, and, you know, somebody's been playing, you know, playing it anyway. But so it's really a real joy Lance got me a bit. I feel like Christmas around here. You know, it's not even my stuff. So I wanted to go through this bag full of goodies, and we're gonna set it over to the side here. And I guess we'll start with the top, the stuff that goes at the top of the guitar. Well, he's sparing no expense, and he went out and got himself a nice set of Grover tuners. Let's see, am I widened out as much as I can? But yes, I am. Himself a pair of Grovers, and these are locking tuners. They have locks on them. You know, you can see that through the packaging. But they are locking tuners. They are the 18-to-1 Rotomatic tuners, and you know, Grovers are the best you can get. They really are. You know, and the funniest thing with tuners is although these are great tuners, and they're locking and stuff, and that's all well and good and everything like that. If you stretch them strings out real good and you get everything just right on that guitar, a lot of times the tuners are something that, you know, it's not really playing a big factor. But you know what? When you have these on here, you know, you have the confidence to knowing that everything is straight and it's staying where it's going to be. And you know, and with the way some people play, they need some locking tuners on because they do a lot of bending and stuff like that. And you know, but yeah, these are going to be real nice on there, real nice. So we're gonna set these over to the side. What else do we got in here? Let's see. Well, I got some, looks like there's some nice strings on there. Lance said he liked these kind of strings right here, the flat wound strings. They are a little bit slicker. They don't have so much of that when you move your hand across the, you know, when you're sliding from, like, you know, one part of the neck to the next, you know. But these are some Magnas. I've never heard of these, but they're some flat wound. I don't, you know me, you know, this is where I'm sitting, you know. These are the official string of a MOJO type guitar, the Ernie Ball Super Slinkies, you know, 9 through 42. So that's what I love, and you know, that's what I've been around the block, and that's what I've always had. So, you know, I've always played Ernie Balls, but you know, we put on what the customer wants, and we're gonna give these a whirl. And I'm hoping to see that I'm hoping to be surprised by how well they play and how smooth they play, because you know, that's really what it's all about. And on a guitar neck, really, the strings are the roughest thing on there, you know. So. If you got some flat wound strings, maybe it makes them a little bit slicker, a little bit more of a, maybe it gives it more of a mellow sound, you know, because I bet you that flat projects vibrations a little bit different than a wound string does. I'd be willing to bet, you know, because you know I'm the regular engineer of guitar stuff, you know what I mean? I got to figure it all out. Okay, here, well, we got a little baggie here. No, that's not a baggie of anything that's illegal. No, it's some guitar parts, some controls and stuff like that. And you know, we got some nice full-size pots here. You know, and these ain't nothing to play around with. Got a nice big orange cap in there, and we're gonna switch this around a little bit. I was looking at this the other day, and this is the conventional wiring. Well, we want the vintage wiring. We want the 50s wiring. So what we're going to do is we are going to, and it's real simple to do this. Instead of having a wire that goes across to one of the posts, and then you have the cap is on the other post and grounded, we make it so that the cap is in the wire that goes from the volume knob over to the tone knob. So it's in between here. And then this third post just gets grounded to the case. So that's how you do that. Then that's going to give it the 50s vintage wiring, and what it's going to do. It's going to give more control in the tone. The tone knob is going to have more control. It's going to be, you know, more of a difference, more of a sweep, more useful. So that's one thing that's nice. And we got these nice big pots. You know, you can't go wrong with that. That's the way we're supposed to have. You know, it's got the screws and the jack and everything in there, so we're doing good in that department. Got some real nice stuff. Can't wait to get that installed. Got a couple more things here. We'll just run through these little things right here. Got some knobs here. Let me take the knob out of there. You know, just got some regular old kind of old Gibson witch hat knobs. So you know, just regular old tone volume, nothing special. And I don't think he really wants this guitar to be too flashy. We've got a few Got some locking strap buttons here, and we got the back plate there. I think I might have to modify that. He said something about that. We're gonna have to modify one. Put that over there. Okay. And what do we got? You know, what do we got for a pickup? Well, I wonder what we got for a pickup. Looks like we got, oh, we got a Lawler pickup. Look at that. Hey. And guess what I think is going to be? I've already peeked. Who am I trying to kid? You guys know I've already peeked in here. This is what you call a dog ear. It's a dog ear. It's a dog ear, doggy. It's a doggy dog. It's just going to dog some stuff. And one of them Lawler dog-eared P90s. And it's a real nice one. See, it's got the little initials on the back there where somebody said, hey, I checked it over real good. It's doing what it's supposed to do. It's straight. We'll send it out to factory. We're going to do our regular things that we do to pickups. We'll explain that later. But it's got the, you know, a nice little one wire. You can see where it's been soldered on there already. You know, it's got the one wire. It has simple fall off a log. Easy. You know, and you know what else I liked about it too? It comes with, this pickup comes with a free pick and some screws. And dude, the most awesome thing in the world, it comes with a Lawler pickup sticker. I mean, come on, you gotta have a sticker, dude. Loud and proud, baby. All right, let's stick this back in there. Bam. Can't wait to hear it. Can't wait to hear it. Of course, you know what? All right, here's the deal. You take this pickup right here, and you put it in just, you know, you go out, let's say you order a guitar from Harley Benton, or you order it from Fender, let's say. You know, you order Gibson, you order something like that, and you say, hey, I want to put this pickup in there. Well, you know what? This pickup is only going to sound as good as the guitar that you put it in. If the guitar that you're putting it in is playing the notes are a little bit sharp up and down the neck, and it's not staying in tune, or, you know, it's just not doing it's not intonated right, it's just not doing the things it's supposed to be doing, well, then your nice expensive pickup that you thought was going to change the way your guitar sounded doesn't. My recommendation is, on any guitar, you got to set up first. Get it, so do the tuner test where you tune it up with your tuner on the headstock. You know, you get it open tuning perfect, and then check the notes with the tuner still on. Check the notes up and down the neck. I mean, if they're playing, if that G and the A and, you know, all the other notes are playing perfectly in tune up and down that neck, then you're in good case. But if they're not, then you're playing, the notes are playing sharp, and everything is being picked up sharp, and it sounds, sometimes they sound bad. You know, and you think, well, I don't like that pickup because it just don't sound right. You know, well, that's because your guitar don't sound right. So get your guitar first, then throw some Lawler pickups in that sucker, and you're going to notice a difference. You're going to notice a big difference. And guess what you're going to end up doing? You're going to get your money's worth out of your pickup that you bought. Because, you know, you might spend a couple $100 on this thing, and you want it to sound good. And when it doesn't, you're going to be disappointed, and you're going to, oh, no, it ain't no good. Well, no, it's your guitar ain't no good. You need to spend the extra money that you should have spent. This money you spent on that Lawler pickup, you should have spent on the setup. Take it to a guy that knows what he's doing, like me, and get it taken care of. And you know, the nice thing about over here at MOJO Shop Guitars, you get to see when you bring your guitar to me, 9 times out of 10 I make you a video. Unless you just don't want one, or, you know, I've done a million of these. But, you know, you get a video so you get to see what I've done to it. Other things, so, you know, it's kind of a good thing. So, there's my little advice. I went on long enough about it. Alright, now, the last thing is, what are we going to do? This, if you've seen that guitar over there, it is a double cut Les Paul Jr. I mean, not Les Paul Jr., it's a double cut Junior, basically. And it's only got one pickup, and it's got it doesn't have a bridge and a tailpiece thing. It's just got a tailpiece. And well, this is where Lance hit it out of the park, in my opinion, because he went out and he got the best combination there is for a single pickup, no trem guitar, man. And he went out and he got the Leo Quan Badass Bridge. I mean, I'm telling you, baby, there ain't nothing better in the world to put on your guitar than this right here. And I was really impressed when I looked down, because I've done a few of these before. I mean, they are my favorite, and because they're intonatable, and they're solid. But the thing about it is they're low profile enough. They're not, a lot of the other aftermarket ones, they're too tall. So they don't, you know, your string height ends up way too high, and this thing is all the way decked down lower than it can go. So that's the one thing I like about them is they have a nice low profile, which is good because you can always raise it up. You can't take it down if it goes all the way down. You can't take it down no more, but you can always bring it up. Okay, but here's the thing that really made my day was he has bought the, I don't know if you can see it in there. He bought the locking studs. Well, the locking studs come with us, obviously. And what these locking studs here, what these do is in like on most guitars, this is just a screw where you can turn it. You know what I mean? It makes it go up and down. Well, see, inside that screw there's a set screw that basically what it does is it clamps down around the end of this over here. So instead of it just sitting in a channel, it just sits there. This time it sits in there and you're clamping it down. So it's, when you get it set, it's rock solid. It's actually screwed down. So these two parts are one. They're screwed together, not just, you know, sitting together. And man, that makes a big difference. And it really does. It sends those vibrations through there nice and solid. So you're feeling that, you know, you're playing a chord or you're playing something and you're feeling it on your belly because the back of that guitar is buzzing, you know, from the vibrations going through it. And, you know, when you get every note playing perfectly in tune up and down the neck, it starts sounding harmonious and your pickup's in the right spot and everything's picking up beautifully and everything's working on, that guitar's firing on all cylinders. That's when, you know, it's going to sound the best. It's just going to sound, it's going to be a guitar. Okay, I got one last thing over here. And what could this be? Well, we're about ready to find out. You know, this guitar ain't got nothing on it. You know, it's going to be a MOJO shop guitar. We know that for sure. But what I did, oh, it's in there. Still in there. I just pulled out the cardboard. All right. What have we here? I think we got us a little bit of a logo. It says thank you on it. Nice packaging. And we got ourselves a couple of, ooh, dog. I like that. That says Lucky MOJO model, Gibson. That's our headstock sticker right there. And I like that because that's got MOJO in the name. Hey. Maybe we should knock out that model and put shop guitar underneath there. No, I don't think I'll do that. But, man, that is looking slick as I don't know what. And we got two of them in here. In case I mess one up, you know. Or in case I want to use it on another guitar. Hi. So we got that right there. And we're going to put that concludes all of our stuff that we're going to go through that we're going to put on this guitar. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get this guitar over here on the bench and we are going to put the neck and the body together because we got to do that first thing. So we'll be right back. Well. I went ahead and clamped got this all set and glued it in. I didn't show you guys how I glued it in. I'm sorry about that. I had other things going on and I just decided that I wanted to get this thing glued together because I want to get this done for him. So I know he's anxious to get it back. And I'm anxious to see what it looks like. And, it's been kind of a project that I've been, and when I'm thinking about it all the time, what I'm going to do to it, how I'm going to do it, And anyways, we glued the neck in there yesterday. And I got it clamped. And we let it sit overnight. And now it's time to take the clamps off it, or take the clamp off it. And it was such a tight fit that I didn't really think I needed multiple clamps or anything like that. And I got a piece of wood underneath there. So I had another piece of wood underneath the body, and I got a piece of wood on top of the body there. And looky there. Hang that off the edge. It looks like everything went together real nice. It sure did. Yep, feels like it's in there pretty good. And we're just going to let that sit for a little bit. But the next thing that we're going to do is we've got to put some body filler in here. We got to fill this body because we're just going to paint this. So we got to fill the body, get it cleaned up a little bit. So I'm going to wipe it down. We're going to do just a little bit of light sanding on it, and then I'm going to get some some body filler in it. So I'll be back in just a half a second when we get that done. Okay, well here we are. We got the body here, and you can see that we put some body filler in it, and it's starting to look white. And we're at the in the laundry room here, because that's where we do our dirty work, because it's next to the laundry tub. But we've got some body filler on there, and we're just letting this dry right here. And this is gonna fill all the little grain spots and all the other little spots. Get in there, and now we're gonna sand this practically all off, right down smooth. And then after we're done with that, we're gonna tape off the fretboard real nice, and we're gonna start painting on it. And it's going to look real nice. We're going to start with some primer, then we're going to do the color, which is going to be white, and then clear it, and sand it, and all that kind of good stuff, and we're going to get it all straightened up. So we're at this point right here, so we're letting this dry, and we'll be next. We're going to go get some paint. Alright, here we are outside on the porch, where we're going to be spraying this thing. Now we put the grain filler on it, and we got that all sanded off real good, you know. It's all ready. We got it all nice and smooth, and it is ready to get some primer on it. Got the fretboard all taped off. Got the headstock all ready to go. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to hang it here, and we're going to spray a coat of gray primer on this thing, and we're going to start making it into a guitar. So what do you say? I'll be back after I get some gray on this thing. Well, alrighty, got a couple coats of primer on it. It's all gray, looking good. Kind of swinging in the breeze here. It's about 80 degrees outside. Can's got climatized, you know what I mean? I came out here and made sure that everything was, you know, kosher. Gotta move into the move out from here and you can't even see it. Well, it's drying right now. It's looking good. And we're going to come back when it's dry and maybe give it one more coat, take a good look at it. Or maybe I'll just go start sanding on it. Who knows? But we'll be back. Well, here we are, folks. We've got this thing drying outside. It's looking pretty good. We had a couple problems with it, but she's looking real nice all the way around. We're gonna get this white just perfect. Then we're gonna hit it with the clear. The neck's looking good. Back of the neck's all sweet. Look at that. Yeah, it's all looking good. And we gotta get some clear on it. We're getting just finishing up the last little places where it might need a little something. And we're gonna do something else here too. We're gonna make a little template of the headstock. So just hold on one second, I gotta eat that stuff. Well, here's our piece that we cut out. It's headstock shaped, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to stick it down on there and get it so that it's just perfect. So it might work, it might not. If it doesn't work, I got plan B, which is just a piece that will fit over there, fit completely over the headstock, and then we just trim around it. You know. So we'll try either way. We're gonna get it right though. So we're gonna put these over there, and we're gonna let it dry some more. And that's about where we're at right now. So I'll get back with you when we get some paint on this thing, when it's all painted up. We'll show you that, and then we'll get started on putting it together. What do you say? Well, here we are. Looks like we got some paint on it. So we got some tape on the back. Getting ready to give it a nice shot of clear, but we have the headstock put on there. Well, the black for the headstock put on there. It's all looking good all the way around. Yeah, look at that. Whoop ham. Everything's looking good. Back's looking good. We're gonna give it a light scuffing, and then we're gonna shoot it with another good coat of clear, but we're also gonna do the decals and stuff on the headstock before we clear it. So we're gonna do that now. So I'll be back when we get done with it. When I get, jeez, I'll be back when I get done with it. All right, we're out in the garage. We got this thing hanging up. We got some nice white paint on it. It's nice and clean. Got the clear over it. Everything's looking copacetic. Edges are all looking nice. You see all the wreaths my wife has in the background. Neck's looking nice. I got a little surprise down here for you. Are you ready? It's badass. Well, bam! Look at that. What's that say? That says Gibbons Lucky MOJO model. Looky there, looky there. Looking sweet, sweet, sweet. Well, we're letting this one dry out here in the garage a little bit because it's nice and warm out here. And I got some fans going on it, so it's blowing stuff around, blowing some nice. It's kind of hot out today, so it's getting a good dry out here. We're gonna let it set overnight. We're gonna come out here in the morning. We're gonna carefully take off the tape from the fretboard and stuff like that, and then we're gonna start sanding this thing down a little bit. Just give it a little color sanding, just sort of smooth it out. Then we'll start the buffing and polishing process. We're gonna get it ooh smooth and shiny, and then we're gonna start putting it together. Man, I really can't wait. It's coming together real nice, and that headstock is really just been phenomenal. I mean, look at that. I mean, that's money, Jack. Okay, let's go down and take a look at it. Well, folks, after hours and hours and hours of painting and sanding and buffing and spraying and oh my gosh, and wrinkles and all kinds of junk, finally got it painted. And man, it turned out pretty nice, I think. I mean, you know, it had some problems, and there's a couple of edges that are a little bit thin, you know, but for the most part, it's looking pretty good. You know, it's got a nice mean shine to it. Neck's looking good. Back in the headstock's looking pretty good and clean. And well, Pam, look at that. The headstock's looking pretty snazzy too. It needs little touch-ups. There's a few little things here and there, but we are just about ready to take the tape off of this. And so I think what we're going to do is we're just going to see if it's going to come off all nice and easy, but it probably won't. Probably fight us all every inch of the way. But this is supposed to be some good, easy release tape, so we'll find out, won't we? And I'm just going to kind of try to peel it away a little bit, see what it wants to do. I don't know if it wants to cooperate or not, because we don't want any problems. Okay. This is making me kind of nervous, so what I want to do is I'm gonna peel this off of here, and I will be back once I get the tape peeled off. Okay. All right. Well, we got the tape off of it, and you know what? It came off real nice all the way around. But there is a little bit of a lip from the paint there. As you can see, the fretboard's kind of dried out and stuff like that. But we're gonna get on all that next. We're gonna address a few issues on the headstock. But yeah, we got the tape off there. Okay. Everything's polished up real nice. We're gonna give this a nice coat of wax and hand wax it so that it, you know, it's kind of seals it up. And then we're gonna start cleaning it up and getting it ready to start assembling it. I can't believe it that we're finally to the point where we're gonna start assembling it. So I'm gonna set it here with the bridge neck. Whew. Tell you what, I'll be back. Alrighty, are you guys ready? We've been working on it real hard, and guess what? It's time to start putting this together. And well, here she is. Look at it. Beautiful. And that is a white. Look at them sides. And the back. Oh, clean. Let's see what that neck looks like. White all the way down. Ready to put some head or some tuners in it. Look at that fretboard. We cleaned it up real nice. I went over this fretboard with some, I've already leveled it out. I want to get it level, but I went over it with some steel wool on the fresh wood of this fretboard, and we smoothed that fretboard out real nice. Got all that wood grain out of it, and well, bam, there's the headstock. It's a Gibbons Lucky MOJO. Man, it's gonna be good, good, good. I already got a bone nut all ready to go for it. Well, it's not ready. I just gotta cut the slots, but it's all shaped and ready to go in there. I just gotta get some, strings on there and make sure I know where the slots and everything are going. We got the ground wire in there. We got our posts in. We went ahead and we made sure all the holes were big enough for everything to fit. And all we have to do now is drill a few holes, put some parts on. So what do you say we go ahead and do that? We're going to put a little rest underneath the neck there. Alright? What do you think we should start with first? I think we should start with the tuners. What do you say we put some tuners on this thing, huh? We'll move on down here. Okay? Tell you what, let me get ready for the tuners and I'll be right back in a half a second. Alright. Here we are down at the headstock. And we got our Grover tuners here we're going to put in there. And we already got one of them laying over here. So we're going to go ahead and start putting these in from the back. And what we're going to do is we are going to get the screws and get them in place and stuff like that, okay? And get the screws open down here and all the hardware. We're going to put these in, drill some holes, get them installed. Alright. Now, these washers have a little bevel on one side and then they're flat on the other one, on the other side. You want the flat side to go down always. And we're going to stick this one right in here. We're just going to get them in there finger tight. Trying to tighten them down or anything like that. And the bevel and the schmevel. This one goes on this side. There we go. So we're just getting them in place here. We're not cinching them down or anything like that, Okay. That one goes over there on this side. There we go. Starting to get to looking like a guitar, ain't it? Getting some tuners on. Man, these are some really good tuners too. You kind of spared no expense on this thing. If you had your dream guitar that you wanted to do, and you probably do it with a lot of this stuff right here. I mean, it really doesn't get, as far as parts go and stuff, they really don't get too much better than all this stuff that he's putting on here. You got some Grovers, you got some Lawlers, you got some badass bridge. This thing's gonna have a whole boatload of MOJO. Yep, over there with this one. Bada boom, bada bing. Yeah, get this all stable down here. We'll drill a few holes for these tuners and stuff, but we got to get them all lined up and everything like that, right? First, okay. Alrighty. Yeah, let me. I'll tell you what. I got to find my drill here so I can drill some holes. I'll be right back. Just give me a second. Alright, I'm back. I got my drill and stuff like that, so I'm all ready to go. And all I gotta do is find my 10mm here. I think that's what size that is. Yep. Okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get these in the general vicinity of where they need to be. Okay. Just sort of line them up so they look right. Okay. And then we're gonna screw them down a little bit. Just tighten them up a little bit so they don't look catawampus. That's pretty good right there. And we'll take down just a hair. Get that one straight. Right there. Alright, now that we got these sort of in the position we need them, I'm going to flip this over and put this down here so we can see it just a little bit better. Now what I want to do is I want to eyeball them here. Now that one don't look right. I mean, I just, we could go ahead and put some stuff across them. So that one needs to be a little bit tighter. So I'm moving just a little too much. There we go. Alright, so we're going to eyeball them. Get them just perfect. Okay? And it might take a half a second, but get it right. You know? It might look right, but it's got to look right across the back here, too. So, what I might do is I got a piece of wooden stick here, so I might just try to turn these tuners so they're straight up like that, okay? I put that across there, and that looks like that's pretty straight. Put the tuners up. That is not straight. Right there is straight. Well, I gotta tighten this one up just a little bit. It wants to move just a wee bit. Straight. Straight right there. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this little punchy thingy here, put it right in there where the screw is supposed to be. I'll make a little mark. In fact, I think I'm just gonna take this. Like I said, we're gonna put it right in there real nice. And I'm not going to drill any holes in these. We're going to use this little, it's basically just a little tiny screwdriver. We're making a hole in the headstock. And I'm getting in there pretty good with this. So, we're just going to put the screws in right in through past these. It's like that. We're not going to drill no holes. Ah, look at that. Okay. Let's see how one of these screws goes in there. If it goes in there smoothly, we won't have to worry about it now, will we? Okay, my favorite screwdriver out here. And we're going to just try one of these right here. Try this one right here, see what it does. Might have to I might have to drill it. Because, I don't know, might have to. But we'll see how easy this goes in. I want them to be firm. I don't want them to be so tight that I can't screw it in all the way. Let's get a little side view of that. That went in real nice, as you can see. Let's tighten in a little bit. Myself just a little wee bit of hair. See, I didn't need that drill that I wanted to get out, did I? See, I can put that right in there just like that. And that's hitting bottom right there. That's in good shape. Yep, I think we're going to be alright on this tip. Okay, let's put some screws in. And I kind of like my magnetic screwdriver, because look at that. Hangs right onto them real nice. Get in the hole. Okay. We get it started. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all these started. Then we're going to go over to my power drill, or my power screwdriver here. We're going to shank these in the rest of the way. Maybe. Maybe I might just keep going like this though. These screws are kind of small. And I would hate to get it halfway in and round it all off. Then you can't get it out. You know, it could be trouble. Put that right there like that. Probably should have drilled some holes, but these are going in real nice and easy. And that punch really kind of gave me a nice, you know, I got a 1/8 of an inch in there at least, you know, or so. 1/4 inch in. These are going in pretty good. That's one thing I gotta be careful not to hit it with a screwdriver. Hit the body with a screwdriver. Look at that. That one went down there real nice. There we go. Shank it down. We can go ahead and tighten all these down. Get the see how that works. Oh, that'll turn that. I ain't gonna sit here and turn these things. My arthritis is killing me already. Trying to do all that screwing. Going the right way. Let's give it a whirl. Yep. Okay. It'll be moving. Alright, let me finish doing these all the rest of the way here with this regular screwdriver. Okay. Shake it down the rest of the way. That one's in. That one's in. That one's in. And that one's in. Alright. Are they looking straight? Pretty much. Alright. Let's flip it over. And now, wabam, we can go ahead and we can finish tightening these up. And I'm just going to, do it by hand. We're going to go ahead and shake them down a little bit. And these nuts that they put on here are so low profile that you really got to keep the socket on it nice and square. And these are really, they fit into the holes real snugly. So I had to work these holes to get them a little bit bigger. And ream them out a little bit. Alright, here we go. Whew, sweet mother of all pearl. Alright. Now we have tuners on there. And look at those. Let's see, let's give them a little whirl. See how they're turning. Some turning harder than other ones. Not really. I'll be alright. Maybe we'll adjust them later if they don't feel right. Okay. We got tuners on that. Take this tuner box, the bag and stuff like that. And I don't really need the box or anything like that for anything, so I guess in the garbage it goes. Is that a sticker? Nope, just piece of paper. The tuners came with that little guy in there. He's a sure barcode thing or whatever it is. QR code. Alright, let's move back over. Let's widen out. Whoop. Alright, okay, alright. Alright. We're doing pretty snazzy here. Okay, I think we are. I don't want to do anything to the fretboard. Feels pretty good. It does need a little bit of work though. It does need just the touching up. So we're going to get out our touch-up stuff. Figure out which one of these I want to use for fixing up this fretboard. I think it's in here already. Oh, where'd you go? Yep, we are not going to break away. We're going to stay right here. Alright, found it. Okay, what I'm going to do basically is I'm going to go up and down these frets here and just sort of give them a little round over. They are in really good shape. They just need a little rounding over. We'll take the little sharp edge off them. And this is going to be you know, this is the first build where we actually built a whole guitar. You know, it's from a kit. We we cut it out of a piece of wood. We didn't cut the tree down. You know, but you know, this is the first, and I don't want to just. I gotta make sure every detail has been taken care of. And there's some things on this guitar that I've already, you know, the paint job is, you know, it's not perfect. You know, there is certain things, certain spots. I mean, it looks pretty dang good. I'd have to say it's about a, you know, 95 scale of 1 to 100. You know, it's doing pretty good, but it, you know, there's a couple spots if you look close enough. Let me put it that way. If I tell you one thing, and I don't try to knock it, but I will not use Rust-Oleum 2X paint anymore. Nope. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna get myself I'm gonna go to Harbor Freight and I'm gonna get myself a little spray gun. I already got a little compressor, and we're gonna, you know, if I gotta paint another guitar, cause you know, a lot of times I do paint a guitar. You know, I might do a little something to it. I gotta have something that's a little bit more reliable to use. That stuff, I've had nothing but bad results with it. I mean, not bad results, but just not easy results. You know, it wanted to wrinkle up on me all the time. You know, I can't have that. I gotta be able to go in, do a paint job, get it done, get it over with. You know, do it right the first time, not have to fool around with it and put 14 hours into it like I did this one, and, you know, sanding it for 2 days just to get it so it's right. Can't have that. But we're gonna get this fretboard feeling real nice and ooh smooth. The way it should be. Make it nice and supple and smooth, the way players like it. We're just getting that little top edge there. You know, if you can still kind of feel it, if it still feels like it's grinding a little bit when you run it over there, that's because it is. You know, it's because it's still burry and rough. You want that stuff to be smooth. Man, you put all this effort into it. See, this is where this pays off. We've got a basically a good start here. And, you know, paint job, hey, you know, it looks pretty dang good. I'll tell you one thing, I never seen anything smoother. You can hardly hang on to this thing. I mean, it's smooth. It is damn smooth. But there's a few little things in there that you can see, you know, if you look at it in the right light, you know. But, you know, a little bit of stuff here and there. This is where it pays off, though, is where we get it playing smooth. We really give it its playability, its, you know, its wow factor. I mean, it's going to have a little wow factor, but, you know, when it comes right down to it, it's an instrument. And it has to perform well. And this is what we're going to start doing, make sure this thing performs well. It does the things it's supposed to do. And has the wow factor. I mean, come on. We're talking contender here. At least I hope we are. And I'll see, I'll just give that little bit of right there on the ends of those. Feeling pretty good. We're going to go ahead and do a few little things on the other side too. And for that, I just kind of slide it off the end of the bench here, you know. And so of course we can just spin it around. We'll just do that. We'll spin it around, Hey, we'll get this top side. No, it's basically the same as the other side. But we just want to make sure that everything feels nice and smooth. You know, top side we don't really, you know, put a whole lot of attention into it. It's the bottom side that really counts. But you want this side to be smooth too. You sure don't want to drag your hand across this and feel any sharpness or, you know, anything that's gonna hurt your delicate hand. Of course, you know what, man? If you're a guitar player, you know you keep that you keep that left hand straight, man. Can't be letting shit happen to it. All right, we're gonna just go up and down that side like that. Do a little whoop, whoop, whoop. With the patented fret end filing move. You know, guitar players got to have all kinds of moves. One of them might have to be the move he uses on the end of them frets to get them just right. Get a MOJO right, see? And you know, I'm getting so I can almost see the end of that fret. You know, what I've done to it and where the little burr still is, you know, where the little point is still sticking up. It needs it. And this little stuff right here is, you know, this by itself. If I was just to go over a guitar and do this on the fret ends, sure it would feel smoother and everything like that. You know, and you go, ooh, yeah, that's nice. But if the rest of the guitar is still playing crappy, you know, not doing things it's supposed to, then. But this is what I'm trying to say. This little stuff right here adds up. These little things that you do, they really do add up to a guitar that feels special. You know, and I used to say this thing's turning out great, it's going to be sharp. No, but no, I don't think it's going to be any of those things. I think the best word to describe this is going to be special. You know, it's got that something. At least that's what I'm hoping for. And I think that's what, you know, a good luthier tries to get it to the perfection he knows he can get it to. I like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take me a little piece of 600 newspaper here. Sandpaper, newspaper, pack of papers. I'm going to run a pack of papers over it. There we go. I balled that up like that, and I'm just going to sort of run over the ends here on that edge. So I want to kind of just, you know, smooth those out a little bit. So you don't feel that anymore. You don't feel anything going across there. It's all smooth. All smooth. And I'm not trying to get on the top of the fret or anything like that, just getting the edge. And I can see that it really helped right there. But there is still a little bit of fingers are your best friend in this situation here. And I think part of what I'm feeling too is I got to roll the edge a little bit. Just a wee. This fretboard is still just a little bit, you know, sharper than what I'd like it to be on the edge there. And it's brand new, so yeah, it's going to be like that, you know. Okay, now we're getting this end too. Let's just slide down a little bit here, okay? We're going to get this end here too. What the heck is that? It's unauthorized stuff. Okay, we're just going to get this end over here. And this has got a nice cutaway when you get all the way to the top of these frets. We'll make sure it's all nice and smooth all the way up and down this. And this 600 sandpaper is a good sandpaper to use on things like this because it's not too rough. is just, you know, the right amount of grit. It's not too rough, it's not too smooth. See, I didn't like those. I kept going over these, and they still felt a little bit sharp when I got done with them. So we're gonna, and you know that up here really doesn't matter too much. You know, you get way up here, but we want it to all feel good. Not just some of it. I think it's that little top flicky wicky thing. Yeah, I just run my finger across it. Feels good. That feels good. Okay. I'll take a little sandpaper. The file leaves it a little bit rough, and then we go back and smooth it all over so that it's ooh smooth, and it is. Alright, yeah, I think I can live with that. That feels pretty good. Give it a little right down the edge there. That bind here, get the sort of the side of the fretboard. I'll try to get on the wood or anything like that, but there we go. All right, feeling good. Feeling right. It's Saturday night. Oh, there's a little bit right there. I gotta get that right there. See, you know, it's always a little something. You know, you always know. I feel that. You know, these ones up here, they have to be spot on. Because that's where if you're a thumb hanger over the top, that's where your thumb's going to hang most of the time. So you want that to be nice and smooth up there. A lot of times it's that little corner there. Well, keep working on the suckers. You don't want to overwork it. You want it to be good. Okay, I think I can live with that. So I can have those first three just perfect. And that's the thing with this stuff. If you don't get too far out of, you know, if you don't try to do too much, just kind of sneak up on things. You know what I mean? Make sure that's good just by kind of sneaking up on it. Okay? You know, I'm not using 80 grit here. Some 600, man. I don't know, in no hurry. Alright. Next thing I want to do, I'll pull out my setup tools. And I did something different. You know, I used to keep my setup tools in a, you know, a container like this right here, you know. And I would dig through it, couldn't find nothing, and I would end up dumping it out on the table. So I got an idea. I went and got myself a Frisbee. And I just set my stuff on the Frisbee, and now I can set that on the table, and it's all right here, nice and handy. I can dig through it, but it's not on the table. I don't got to pick it up. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little height gauge, and you guess what? I never use this for height. I don't use it for anything, but just it's a good metal scraper. So I use it for a scraper. What we're going to do is I'm going to come over here to this fretboard, and I'm just going to sort of go over the edge with this, just sort of smoothing out the edge. I'm just rounding it over a little bit, and that's all that's doing is just knocking that edge down with that little scraper. And I'm not really pressing or anything like that, just sort of making it a little bit more comfortable. We can do that on the top too. Move that down so you get it out of my way. Move a little bit closer onto the table here, so we're not on top of anything. Boy, really don't want to screw this up. Yeah. This is called rolling the edge. sort of knocking that edge off there a little bit. Makes it that much more nice and easy to play. I can practically see where I've done it too. It's gotten darker a little bit for me doing that. Okay, now we'll do the top. Like I said, this isn't, you know, just give it a quickie. And then we'll hit that with a little bit of sandpaper. Yeah, that side was really kind of sharp up there. We'll take that off there. Making it comfy, comfy, comfy. And this doesn't really hurt anything. It doesn't make anything look bad. It doesn't, you know, you won't even know. I mean, you'll know by feeling, but you can't know by, you won't know by looking at it. Alright, got that all taken care of. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over this edge one more time with a little bit of this 600 sandpaper. Now I'm just sort of, I'm getting it all, you know what I mean? And we'll get on this side too a little bit. Alright, that's about all it needs right there. Okay, now, what we did before, we went over this neck with a little bit of steel wool, and I think that's what I'm going to do again because I've been sanding on it here and there. And we want to polish some frets up real nice. And I kind of want to go over this wood one more time. We went over the wood once, and gave it a, and it's really made it so it's sort of smooth it out, because that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get everything, so the whole dang guitar is going to be slick, you know, everything's going to be smooth all over it. This is just shining up those frets. Those frets are nice. I mean, you know, it came with real nice fret work. It didn't really need a whole lot of nothing. No, it's not frets sprouting out all over the place, you know, junk like that. It's doing pretty good. Trying to look nice with some tuners on, yeah. But this is, you know, important stuff. It takes a little bit, you know, and you gotta eyeball it and stuff. It starts, you know, it don't look the rest like the rest of it does. So, you know, and up against the fret need a little bit. You know, we gotta get in there. I want to make sure that everything's, you know, and I'll use my fingernail behind that steel wool and get it right up against that fret. Those little tiny things make the big difference. Besides, on this fret, on fretboards, the fret is where everything gets jammed up against it, you know. All right, we're looking pretty good on that tip. Blow all that junk off there. Steel wool is, you know, not exactly your friend. Make sure you have all that stuff out of the way before you go do anything else. Okay. Now, I have got this all polished, and I'm pretty sure it should still be on the flat side. Should be all nice and flat still. Let's see. Let's make sure. Right? We're gonna is that not the one? I don't think it is. Well, I just wanted to adjust. We'll tell you what. Before I go, well, I'm not gonna. It's good enough. It's where it needs to be. If we got to adjust it any after that, we will. Okay? Alright. Next thing I want to do is I'm going to take some good old rubbing alcohol here. You know, we'll wipe off this neck. Get her nice and clean. Put some on the rag here. Whoa. We'll put a lot on the rag here. And I really don't want to get this on the paint. Okay. And the reason we use rubbing alcohol is because it goes on, it cleans everything, and it doesn't soak in. And it does clean good. Look at that. See, we're getting all that dye off there and stuff, you know. Alright, got that nice and clean. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to take some of this good old coconut oil here, and we're going to put a little bit of that on there, and gotta dig out a little bit because it's way down there. Okay, just put a little bit on my finger here. Just start giving this thing some love all the way up and down here. Yep. More. And coconut oil. As you can see, it is a solid when it goes on my finger. As my finger hits it, it gets all liquidy, and then it goes on the board. You know what I mean? It goes in there. But I like the coconut oil because it doesn't soak in too much. You know, it's not an oil like lemon oil. You know. Really care for lemon oil. Soaks in too much. I'm not trying to get my wood all wet. You know. So, little spot of paint, I think. Okay. A little down the side here. And we're just going to sort of rub that in good. And I can see that the guitar's soaking it up pretty good. The neck, you know. And we're going to get that in there real nice. You can see it's darkened it right up. Okay. We'll let that sit for half a second. But straighten up things a little bit. We'll get the steel wool out of the way. Get this here taken care of. We'll get this rubbing alcohol all taken care of too. And now I think we can go ahead and wipe this off. I'm going to wipe it off with the frets, so I don't want to jam that coconut oil up against the fret. So just take it off like that. And as you can see, it is looking good. Look at that. That's worth the price of admission right there, ain't it? Hey! Looky, looky, looky. See, now we'll go over this way. Ah. Take a look at that. Huh? Is that looking good? Nice and shiny, the way it's supposed to be. It's looking good like a guitar should. Okay, let's get these scratchy things out of the way. All this stuff, scratchers. All potential scratchers. Okay, let me get this out of the way here. Let me move this camera back just a little bit. Alright. we're gonna keep going until this guitar is done. Okay, got the head, got the tuners in the thing, got the neck all done. All the other thing we're gonna do that. We're not gonna do any more to that neck there. You know, I think those frets are doing pretty good for being polished. Yeah, that's about as smooth as you're gonna get. I mean, I could take the chrome polish over them and get them a little bit shinier. I don't know. Man, that's smooth. Well, chrome polish makes them smoother though, don't it? Yes, it does. It makes them smoother. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to do some chrome polish on these. You know, dude, we leave no stone unturned, right? If it can be done, we will do it. So, I'm going to shake my stuff up. Because, you know, anytime you use any kind of an abrasive compound, you know what I mean? Rubbing compound, finishing compound, you know, chrome polish, you got to shake the heck out of it. Because all the abrasive stuff sinks to the bottom. And then if you open it up and use it, all you're getting is the liquidy junk. So I use some good old, yeah, number 7. Huh? You know, made by somebody. We're going to put a little bit of this on the thing. And I got a little protector thingy here. Clean that off a little bit. There. This protector here. What we do is we put that on the fret like that. You can see that. You can't. Okay. I'll tighten it a little bit. Okay, we're going to put that on the fret right there, and then what we'll do is we'll take some of our rubbing compound on a rag here. We're polishing chrome polish. Just put a little bit on the end of the rag there. Like that right there. And then we just kind of go over it. Like that. Until it's good and done. Good and shiny. So we'll do one of these and we'll see if it makes much of a difference here. Yeah. And you can see I got the black off on there on the end of my thing. So this takes a minute. So I'll tell you what, I'm gonna go ahead and polish this fretboard and clean it all back up again, and I'm gonna hit it with another thing of coconut oil. And when I get done with that, I'll be back. Okay, thanks. Alrighty, we got the frets all shined up real nice, real nice. Make sure I wipe off my tools before I go put it back in. It's all full of rubbing compound, chrome polish. Okay. And I took some more rubbing alcohol, went over the fretboard one more time to clean off all the, you know, whatever was left on the chrome polish. Got that all off there. And then I gave it another coat of coconut oil, which you can see. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this sit here for, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. And this will kind of dry up. It'll sort of haze over. And it'll get, you know, it'll solid up on me. And that's what I wanted to do. Because then I'm going to wipe it off after that. Okay? So I'll be back in about 10 minutes. Well. Got it. Looks good. Spanky shiny. Them frets, man. Bada boom, bada bing. They're looking good. Now, one thing I like to do after I get done with the fretboard is I kind of just like to rub my finger over it. You know, I don't know what it does, but it seems to make things smooth and it just sort of, you know, gets it where I like it. You know, run my fingers over it. It sort of smooths everything, rubs everything over. You know. And you can kind of see where if I rub it a little bit, it warms up that coconut oil a little bit. We smear it in a little bit. The nice thing about that stuff too is it sort of fills in the cracks a little bit, you know. And you can see the difference right there just from rubbing your finger over that. It sort of makes a difference, you know. Okay. Now what we're going to do is going to take this rag that's underneath here. It's a little bit more abrasive, I guess you could say. You know, it's smooth, it's a rag, but it's a rougher rag. Go over that real good. And we'll rub it the way the grain goes too. You can't do everything this way. You got to do it the way the grain too. That helps. Woo, dog! Look at that. I'm gonna right off this backside too. Get it all real good. All right, we'll give the old. Yeah, that feels real good. Give it a little hand. Let's give it a hand. Yay. Alright, let's widen out. Let's get out of that. Alright. Now that we got things taken care of here, it may be time to take a drink of coffee. Let's see what other kind of goodies we got going on here. I think the next step is going to be to put in a pickup. You remember our pickup, don't you? Got that old Lawler, and it's a nice one. Got it all right in here. Let's get her out. Let's get the party. Let's get the show on the road. Here we are right here. Don't have the cover on it, right? But we got to put the cover on it. And we're gonna run the wire through there. Get this sucker put in there where it's supposed to be. Straighten out that wire a little bit. She ain't never gonna go in there. For some reason I don't think that's going through yet. It's clustered on something. Alright. Let's go. Get in there. Let's check from the back side, see if we have any sticking out. Nope. Nothing yet. Alright, well then we're going to have to make things different. Alright. Alright, let's see. Can't get that to go through there now. Come on now. Sometimes you try to keep it real nice and flat. She'll go through there. Oh, come on now, man. Not sticking through at all. Alright. Alright, I'll tell you what. Give me half a second. I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Figure out why this ain't going through there, okay? Alright. I guess I forgot to turn the camera back on. I got the cord through there. The wires for the pickup. I got that through there. Okay. Now we're just... I already drilled the holes and we're just tightening it down to pick up here. Real nice. Nice and snuggy. Alright. Good to go on that tip. Wipe that off a little bit. Wipe that off a little bit. Alright. Now, we're going to flip this sucker over. Put some controls in it. Stand that up. With them controls right here. Alright, we went through, and we already went ahead and switched over the capacitor, the cap, so that we could go through there and do it wired up the right way, So now all we gotta do is just drop this sucker right straight up in there. Get the wires out of the way. Put that right in there. Bada boom, bada bing. That one goes, and then that one goes. Okay? We'll flip her over in the front here a little bit. Make sure them go through there the way they're supposed to. Don't go through there all the way, does it? Alright, I can live with that. That looks pretty good. Okay, where is the hardware for that? Let's dump all that junk right out. Alright, there we go. Alright, we got this stuff. That is from my jack plate, I imagine. Okay, we'll get this on here. A washer nut. Sometimes these can be a bit tricky to get on. They don't want to start. They're so tiny. Well, well, well. Alright, well, what I'm going to try laying it down here. See if I can't get it to sit flat on there. It can be tricky. Especially if you don't have the right nut on there. Alright, that's what we're going to do. Shove these back through. Okay. You know, make sure that I got the right nut on there. Because I can get the nut started. I don't know what's going on, man. That ain't right. So we're going to make sure that it's right. Make sure we know what nut goes on there. Let's sit here and fumble around with it all day long. Yeah, just as I suspected, that's not even the right nut for that. Does that go on there? Yeah, that goes on there. And this one goes on here, right? No, that's too small. It's this mug, maybe. Yes, it's that one. Alright. We'll set those right there. I got the right nuts. Easy. It ain't gonna go on if it's wrong. Okay, there, bada boom, bada bing. Big rings, little rings. That's a little ring, so that's going to go on there. Alright. Let's get these back in there. Alright. And we'll pull them through. Put the washer on there. Yeah, that's right. Nut on there. Hey, look at that. It goes right on. Not fumbling, bumbling with it. No fumble, no bumble. Put the washer on there. You can't see any of this, but trust me, it's happening. Alright. We are going to, I gotta find the socket that turns those. Oh, not that one. Up here. Nope. Okay. Oh. 12. Yep. It's not that one either. Half inch? Let's try that. Hey, there we have a winner. It's a 1/2 inch. Alright, let's get underneath here. Make sure we're not turning this pot the way we don't want to. Okay. Alright, we're gonna get back in here. Alright, put my finger in there. Alright. And we'll make sure this one's in the right position. Right like that there. Alright. And we will tighten up this one. Yay! Alright, we got that all tightened up in the back. Alright. Let's get rid of some of this junk here. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to move this camera in a little closer. And, ooh, guess what? It's time to fire up the old solder. Here it is. Tell you what. Give me a couple minutes. I'll let this hot iron heat up, and then we will get this wired. It ain't got but one pickup, and that's pretty much it. One pickup, good to go. Bada boom, bada bing. Put a stinking the jack in there. In fact, I could run those wires through there, can't I, for the jack? We'll just run those right through there like that. Out at the end they come. Bada boom, bada bang. Uh-oh, I can't be doing that. Get a copyright infringement. I'm gonna sing those songs that belong to somebody else, hey, you know. Well, look, I got plenty of room for putting some wires in there. Okay. Alright, oh, here I am talking. I could be having this thing warm up. Let me biff my plug. Alright, I'll be back in a minute as soon as this iron's hot. Alright, we are back. We got a hot iron. And I'm just going to get myself on a little bit of solder here. We're going to go ahead and solder this stuff up inside here. Maybe we'll tighten up a little bit. You really can't see inside there too much. But this here's the wire for the pickup. So we're going to go ahead and put that on the front part of the pot there. Just put a little bit of solder on the end of the thing here. We're going to go ahead and stick that right through there and then just solder it on. Alright, it's not cooperating. So when things don't cooperate, we have to put a little bit of flux on them. And this just sort of cleans up the area, gets it ready for solder. And that really likes it. Makes the solder flow on there easy. Alright. Alright, that is on there securely. Okay, now what we're going to do is secure the hamana. We got to secure the ground wire to the base of the top of the pot. Spit it out. Man, this was some tripping stuff too. The solder they use on this thing is like forever. It does not want to heat up very well. I think we need a little more flux. It's time for a new bottle of flux. There we go. Now she'll sizzle and work. No, it's not. It's, oh my gosh. Come on, Mr. Solder, take to it. Okay, we got solder on there now. Yay! Okay, let's solder our ground wire on there while we're at it. We'll throw a little flux on that too on the end of that. We'll put it right there on that spot where it was already hot. Give it a little curl there. So we'll put it right down in there nice. Just a little solder on the end of the thing, so it's got a nice piece of solder holding it on now. Is that down? Oh yeah, she is. Alright, so that should conclude what we need in here. Okay, and I do like to just get out my flashlight here and just take a quick peek at everything so I can see, make sure that nothing's touching, nothing's messed up, and I think we are in good shape. Real good shape. Alright, do that, and now we can go ahead and connect. Ooh, let's zoom out. Alright, and I think I go back to this position, and now we are going to put the thingamajiggies on here. Okay, put the jack on here. Alright, so what we're going to do is figure out which one of these is which. Alright, and I'll put a little bit of flux on the end of them wires. Okay, boop boop, boop boop. Alright, how about we zoom over this way a little bit. Wabam. Okay, we'll tighten it a little bit. There we go. Alright, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pot here, stick it right on there like that. That's stuck on there good. We'll take our hot wire, which is the red, stick it over on this other side here. We'll do that one in the inside. I'm going to just lay it right down there a little bit. And that went on real nice too. Alright, now that we got those soldered on there, we can take our backing plate, our little plate that we got for it, right? And we got our washer, and I think that concludes our festivities for this soldering iron. So we get this hot stuff out of here. I always just throw it down on the floor. Gets it out of the way. Alright, I got there's my washer for that, right? Right, that goes over the top of that. Okay, we're going to get our plate on there, and we get our washer and our nut. Get that sucker going. And that sits out just about proud as I want to. We'll put that in there like that. Yep. Alright. Now we're going to take our little pair of pliers here. We're going to put little channel locks. I love these little channel locks. Just a little tiny thing. I found these one day. They are really, really handy. They can get in there and tighten stuff up real good. Alright. Let's shove all this wires back in there. Guess what? We're going to have to drill a hole. A couple of them. 4 of them. So that sits in there real nice. Goes in there real nice, like, yeah. Okay. Now we'll put this right up in here the way I want it. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to hold this down. Drill some holes. Alright, blow the holes out, okay, see that, we got that on there. All we got to do is take the screws, put the screws in there now, and we're in business. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to check this whole rig, make sure that it works. Now we're going to go putting everything on there if it don't work. Where's my screwdriver? Right here. Alright. See, I like to get the screw started in most of the way. I don't like to drill too big a hole or too deep a hole. So that way it's got a little something to bite on at the very end. Oh, once. You're getting nothing. All right, here we go. All right, I got this thing up on its side here, just so it's easier to get them screws in. So I can kind of get up on it. It's coming together nice, though. Alright, I'm going to lay these off on the side here and try to shank these down a little bit better. Can't get it down here a little bit. Hey, there we go, we're still in the shot, what do you know? I got to be careful with this sucker because it is slippery. It's a slippery guitar. And I got to put the back plate on it if it works. We'll put the back plate on it, drill a couple holes for that. This all screwed down real nice and tight, and that's getting a good bite on that wood, so that when, you know, if you ever yank on the cord, it's not going to yank everything out. I got to put some strap buttons on the sucker too, don't I? There we go. Get them all in there just right. Sometimes I like doing stuff by hand instead of using the, you know, the drill or the screwdriver. All right, got those in there perfectly. All right, where's my cord over here? My cord. Let's plug this sucker in. Oh, that'd be nice if we zoomed in here, huh? Right now. Okay, we got it plugged in, and guess what? I got some action. Let's turn it all the way down. Nothing. Yep. We got her. Sounds good. Okay, we can unplug it. Well, it don't sound good, but I mean, it's working. Let's put it that way. That's all I was hoping to hear. Okay. Now, we can go ahead and put our back plate on there. Look at that sucker. Ooh, yeah, she's looking good. Now, he gave me a back plate, but it was a little bit too big for this guitar, so I had to shave it down a little bit, make it fit. But boy, look at that. We made it fit just perfect. I'm going to take my little drill here, drill some holes in there. That's all we need. Blow all that away. Pick that up. Blow any other junk that might be in there. And I like to make sure this little crack around in there is clean and everything like that. Okay, we're good to go there. Now we need is just a little couple little screws. Let me see, where's my pan full of screws? So I got another frisbee full of stuff here. So we'll find some little screws for that right there. That's too little. I want to find something. Maybe I'll find something black, but I doubt it. Here's a. There's a back cover screw right there, and that one is not. That's too small. You gotta have just the right screw there. Right there's one. That's all orting to do. Get this little screwdriver here. Put that in there. Lay there. Okay. And then the other side. Wish I had some black screws for this, but I don't. Not really happy with that other screw. Maybe I'll find something a little closer to what I did put in there. That one was a little bit small. Maybe a little small. Oh, there's another one. That one will work. Yeah, we'll take this one out. I don't like this one. Oh, sorry, I don't like this one. It was trying to strip out a little bit too. Uh-oh. I just dropped it. Man, come on. Killing me. Think I got the flashlight. Where'd it go? Where'd you go, boy? Oh, come on. I lost my screw. Oh, and of course, you know, you lose one, it goes. It's gone, Jack. Gone. Just I see ya. Alright, instead of sitting around here looking for it all day long, I guess we'll try and find another one. That was a perfect screw too. It was just what I wanted. I'll try never to find another one like it. Hey, there's one just like it. See if I can hang on to this one. Put it right down there so I don't lose it. I'll get this piece of junk out of here. Half stripped anyways, and I just throw it away. Put this nice screw in there. Oh yeah, that looks better. Alright. We are getting there. You know, I've got to get a clean rag. This one's way too dirty. Get a nice clean rag here. Kind of wipe things off as we're going along. I like to keep this thing clean. What really happened to it between here and the guy picking it up, you know what I'm saying? Alright. We're getting there. Alright, we got the controls all on it. How about we put some knobs on it? What do you say? Alright. See, that's turned all the way up. We're going to put them on 10. Is that volume? Yep, that's volume. That's the right one. Okay. Put that one on 10. Put it on 10. Right there. Shower on down. Woo, dog. I didn't really think those were going to look all that well, but they do look pretty dang good, don't they? Alright. Let's get us a pick guard here. Shut off the light. Ooh, look at that. She's starting to come together, ain't she? Looky. We're going to line that right up with that edge. Okay. I think that's exactly where I want it. That fits. Alright, let's get drill some holes. Is that it? It is it. Alright, we'll take it out of there. Got some holes. Okay. Did I get any screws with this? I don't think I did. I don't know what them screws go to. We might have to find some screws for this. Alright, let's tell you what. We're we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the strap buttons on here. I got one hole drilled in the bottom of this thing for where we had the hook to hold it. Okay, so I got a little bit of something going on here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put this over here and we get it started. Okay. Screw it on in. In fact, I think I'm gonna take this out of there and we'll put our screwdriver bit in there. If I can find it, there it is. Yeah, this stuff takes a little bit, you know, it doesn't just come together all easy peasy. Alright, let's see if we can't get this over the side or something like that. Maybe get it over here like this. I don't like that. Nope. Let's get it up. There we go. Alright. Let's see if we can't get that to go in there. There we go. It's tight now. Alright. Now we're going to have to hang this off the edge a little bit. We're going to take this out. And I need to put a little bit bigger drill bit in here than what we have. Just a little bit. So we can drill a hole for this little strap button. Alright. What we're going to do, we'll come right over here like this here. Figure out where we're going to do this, right here, right in the middle. Let's see, let's make sure we're right in the middle, right there. Put that in a little tighter. All right. All right, got a nice little hole in there. Now we can take this out, get the drill bit out, switch our thing over. We'll go ahead and put that other strap button on there. Alright, there's that other strap button right there. There we go. Like downtown. All right. She's getting there. All right, so I got that right there. I got that right there. Is that a pick guard screw? I think it is. But I wish I had some more of those. Alright, tell you what, I'm going to find some screws for this. I'll be right back. Alright, it's coming together. It's starting to look good. Got the back straps on it. I mean, the back straps on it. I got everything all taken care of here. We're just kind of trying to keep it a little bit clean. There's only one last thing that needs to go on this guitar, and this is that's the Louis Quan Badass Bridge. Put our post in. Them suckers all the way down. hope this thing's everything's gonna fit on here, right? Dog hair. She's starting to look pretty good though. He just wanted a plain old white guitar. I can't blame him. Nothing wrong with plain old white. Okay, we're gonna get these screws out. Adjust it out of here a little bit. You know, the adjustment screws. Okay, we'll get those wound out a little bit. Okay. And then we will proceed to take those up a little bit. Slide this on. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I gotta get these caps loosened up. Alright. There. In fact, I think I'll just take that off for now. Okay. So I gotta, oh, it does, doesn't it? Yep, sure does. Okay. All the way down. There we go. Got that off because I haven't taken it out. Alright. Set this on there. Or actually, we'll start these just a little bit. Keep them way up high. And that should go right on there just like that. Looky there. Right, she's looking good. Let's tighten those down just a little bit. Can I get it where it needs to be? Okay. I think maybe we don't need it all the way back down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this here wrench, stick it in there. Okay, so I guess we're not. That wrench don't do shit. Let me see. I gotta find something else here to get in there without messing this up. So I just want to get that off of there. It's too tight. Too tight. That's a screwdriver. Alright, here's a screwdriver. Jesus. Get it raised up a little bit. Alright. Now we stick our things on there. Alright. And now we stick this on there. I'm going to back these suckers right off. I want that to slide all the way on as far as I can. These bridges don't like to be uneven. You know, you get one post higher than the other one a little bit, and they really have to kind of go together. Let that go want to go on there still. Jeez. Oh man, them ones got some kind of. These got a flat spot on them. No. What seems to be the problem here? You don't understand. Alright, we're at about the same height. it should be just sliding right on there. Why is it not? Don't need problems, Leo. Your old Leo Quan junk. Better get your junk together, son. Let's see, does that fit in there all right? All right. Alright, let's try to put that in there. Oh boy. Alright. I'm not going to sit here and fool around with this while the camera's rolling, and it's boring, okay? Alright, when I get this thing right and we're doing what it's supposed to be, I'll be back. Alright. I had to, it was just a little bit tight, and the one post that's in the body, you know, the screw part that goes in the body of there, or the, you know, I had to put my sacrificial post in there and kind of hit it a couple of times to straighten it up a little bit so that it would be in the hole a little bit different, you know what I mean? Just give it a little bit more clearance, but we got it on there, and man, it is really looking good. Look at that. I mean, the white on white, on white on white, and black, and man, I'm telling you, get this thing out of here. Look at that, it's looking so good. Got the headstock on it, got the tuners all on it. Wada bada boom bada bing. Look at that. Got a back plate on it. Look at that. Hi. Woo, dog. It's starting to get there. I'm starting to get stoked. Alright. I think what it is, it's time for me to get things cleaned up, get things put away, and then I think it's going to be time to put the strings on it. You know? Hey. Okay, so I'll be back in a minute. Alrighty, folks. Well, here she is. Got her all done. It's looking real good. Got a real nice shiny paint job on it. All the parts are shining like a new penny. And look at that neck. Ooh, ooh, clean and nice. And here we come up to the coup de grace. Well, there's that nice bone nut that I cut for it. And looky there. Look at that headstock. Boy, that sucker turned out ooh, nice. Flip it on over. See the back of these locking grovers. Oh, what's that? MOJO shop sticker, of course. Back of that neck's ooh, smooth and clean. The back of this guitar, clean. Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go put this in the gig bag, and Lance is gonna be here in a few minutes to try it out, and we're gonna have a big reveal. So we'll be right back. All right, we're rolling. We're here, folks, for the big reveal. This is Lance, and man, we've been working on this guitar for quite a while, and here we go.
That is nice.
Yeah, she turned out all right.
Well, you know,
there's a few spots in that paint.
There's no such thing as perfect. Because I'm going to beat the crap out of it.
Heck yeah.
Because I kill them right here.
Oh, yeah, that's where they, yeah. Well, it's, you know, it's as smooth as you can get. I'll tell you one thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's awful glassy smooth.
Well, I like to start smooth and earn that wear.
And, I had to change a couple little things on it, but nothing serious.
Well, you know,
it's made it a little bit better.
It's a junior.
Yeah, it definitely sure is.
Not a lot of.
It's a fat neck junior. I'll tell you one thing. When I first started playing it, I noticed that the neck was pretty fat up there. It took a little getting used to.
Yeah,
you know, it's kind of fat up top.
Well, when we do the double cut special, we may start with the fat neck and have you shave it down a little bit because their 59 neck at Premier Guitars,
Yeah.
to me is a little on the thin side. But
All
you
right.
know what? That's all right. I can play this. I've got one.
We'll tell you what. How about we do that? How about we give it a whirl, huh?
Okay.
All right. We'll be right back. Just a second. All right. He's got that bat right in his hand. Let's hear it.
You hear how much that changed with just that little bit off?
Yeah, that tone is now. If you turn that tone all the way down, it cuts right out. But it's got a nice range of good stuff. That's kicking, ain't it?
P90s with that amp on the clean chip.
Let's try a little dirty. Yeah, buddy.
That neck is.
That's got some growl to it, don't it?
Yeah, that's the overwound. It's like the Lawler with 5% overwind.
Yeah.
Because I want to give it a little more bite, and now that the pickup is sitting under the strings like it's supposed to.
Yep. Because there's no pickup height adjustment on that.
The guitar it came out of, the pickup hole was cut wrong, so it was sitting a little bit below the strings, and it still sounded good, but you had to crank it up.
So what do you think? Think it's a good?
I'm gonna wear myself out on it.
I'll take that as a yes. All right. Well, we're gonna say adios for now from Mojo Shop Guitar,
Mojo.
baby.
Mojo, the way to go.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for watching Mojo Shop Guitar. Please like.